Boos, controversy, and a divided crowd. Formula One's latest drama didn't happen on the track, but at the highly anticipated F175 launch in London's O2 Arena.
Live from the O2 Arena for F175 across the globe, and good evening, London!
Max Verstappen, the four-time world champion, and Red Bull team principal Christian Horner were both met with loud boos from the predominantly British crowd. While some cheered for Verstappen, the negative reaction was impossible to ignore. Despite being one of the most successful British team bosses in F1 history, Horner was also greeted with a chorus of disapproval. Jos Verstappen, Max's father, has now spoken out, calling the crowd's behavior shameful and unacceptable. But what's behind this reaction? Is it just fan loyalty to British drivers like Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris, or is there more to the story? Let's break it all down. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more F1 updates and analysis. The F175 launch event at London's O2 Arena was meant to be a celebration of Formula One's past, present, and future. Instead, it turned into a night of mixed reactions, loud boos, and some serious controversy. The crowd, largely made up of British fans, didn't hold back when it came to expressing their feelings about Red Bull's star driver, Max Verstappen, and team principal Christian Horner. The event was designed to showcase the sport's rich history and exciting future, with teams unveiling their cars and drivers making appearances. However, the atmosphere took a turn when Max Verstappen appeared on screen. The reaction was split. While some fans cheered for the four-time world champion, a loud chorus of boos quickly drowned out the applause. Christian Horner's reception was even more negative. As he took the stage, the crowd greeted him with almost unanimous booing. This was particularly surprising given Horner's status as one of the most successful British team bosses in F1 history. Despite the hostile reception, Horner handled the situation professionally, acknowledging the crowd and proceeding with Red Bull's launch speech. So, why were Max Verstappen and Christian Horner booed? The booing directed at Max Verstappen and Christian Horner wasn't entirely unexpected, but it did raise eyebrows. Let's break down the possible reasons behind the crowd's reaction. Max Verstappen's dominance in recent years has come at the expense of British drivers like Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris. His rivalry with Hamilton, particularly during the controversial 2021 season, has left a lasting impression on fans. Additionally, Verstappen hasn't shied away from criticizing the British media and FIA officials, which hasn't endeared him to the UK audience. At the O2 Arena, the mixed reaction to Verstappen's appearance reflected this divide. While some fans appreciate his skill and straightforward nature, others see him as a symbol of their favorite driver's struggles. Christian Horner's reception was more straightforwardly negative. Despite being a British team boss, Horner has become a polarizing figure in recent years. His public spats with Jos Verstappen, Max's father, and the ongoing drama surrounding Red Bull's internal dynamics have made him a target for criticism. Moreover, Red Bull's dominance under Horner's leadership has led to accusations of the sport becoming predictable. Some fans feel that Red Bull's success has come at the expense of more exciting and competitive races. Jos Verstappen, Max's father, has now weighed in on the situation. Speaking to Dutch publication Race Express, Jos didn't mince his words. He called the crowd's behavior shameful and unacceptable. Here's what Jos had to say. In itself, I thought it was a reasonable setup, only I thought it was shameful what happened there with Red Bull Racing. That Christian Horner was booed like that, and Max was booed too. Look, then you do it for Formula One. You are there to promote the sport, and then you are booed by the public. I don't think that's acceptable. I get it. Because Max is the only one who fires up those Englishmen and says exactly how things are. But I don't think this is acceptable. It's really a disappointment what happened there. Jos's comments highlight a growing tension in the sport. Formula One has always been competitive, and rivalries are part of what makes it exciting. But when does healthy competition cross the line into disrespect? The booing at the O2 Arena raises questions about fan behavior and the impact it has on the sport's image. The crowd's reaction at the O2 Arena can be attributed largely to driver-related allegiances. British fans are known for their fierce loyalty to homegrown drivers like Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, George Russell, and even rookie Oliver Bearman. These drivers received thunderous applause and cheers during the event, highlighting the crowd's bias. However, the extent of the booing directed at Verstappen and Horner was unexpected. While some level of negativity was anticipated, the sheer volume of boos took Red Bull by surprise. This incident underscores the passionate and sometimes divisive nature of F1 fandom. In the aftermath of the event, there was speculation that Red Bull's decision not to have their drivers speak on stage was a response to the booing. However, the team clarified that this was always part of their plan. Red Bull had decided early on to focus on their launch video and car reveal rather than short, surface-level comments from the drivers. This approach was intended to create a more dynamic and engaging presentation, but it also meant that Verstappen and his new teammate Liam Lawson didn't have the opportunity to address the crowd directly. Enjoying this so far? Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more F1 updates. It's worth noting that the FIA, Formula One's governing body, also came in for some booing during the event. This suggests that the crowd's reaction wasn't just about Red Bull or Max Verstappen. There's a broader sentiment among fans, particularly in the UK, that the sport's leadership and decision-making have been less than fair in recent years. The FIA's handling of controversial incidents, such as the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, has left many fans feeling disillusioned. The booing at the O2 Arena reflects this frustration and highlights the need for greater transparency and accountability in the sport's governance. The booing incident at the O2 Arena raises important questions about fan behavior and its impact on Formula One's image. While passion and rivalry are integral to the sport, there's a fine line between healthy competition and disrespect. Formula One has always thrived on drama, but incidents like this can detract from the sport's appeal. If fans feel alienated or frustrated, it's up to the teams, drivers, and governing bodies to address those concerns. After all, Formula One is as much about the fans as it is about the competition on the track. The big question now is, how will this incident affect the sport moving forward? Will it fuel further tension between Red Bull and British fans, or will it serve as a moment of reflection for everyone involved? For Red Bull, the focus will likely remain on maintaining its dominance and continuing to push the boundaries of performance. However, the team may also need to consider how they engage with fans, particularly in markets where they face significant opposition. For Formula One as a whole, this incident is a reminder of the importance of fostering a positive and inclusive fan culture. While rivalries and competition are part of the game, it's crucial to ensure that the sport remains a celebration of skill, innovation, and human potential. So, what do you think about the crowd's reaction at the F175 launch event? Was it just passionate fandom, or did it cross a line? And how do you think this will impact the relationship between Red Bull and British fans moving forward? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more F1 news, analysis, and updates. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow F1 fans. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.